Welcome back, folks. This is Suave, and today we're going to be discussing what is the best way to collect the Seven Deadly Sins manga. Well, we have a couple of options here to go over today, and we're going to be taking a look at the price points, what these books look like side to side, and see what is the best option for you. So, without further ado, let's begin. Alrighty, let's go ahead and take a look at the options that we have for collecting the Seven Deadly Sins manga. First, we have the original volumes, so you can get individual volumes, starting with volume 1, and there's also the manga box set, which collects these individual volumes, and you can get multiple in each box set. And now we have these omnibus editions, which are much bigger than the original volumes. So let's go ahead and first take a look at the manga box set and each individual volume in there. Alright, so here we have the Seven Deadly Sins manga box set. We have this awesome wraparound art. We got Ban. We can see King over there right in the background. We wrap it around here. You could see Diane there in the corner. And we have Meliodas with his sword there. As you wrap around here, there's Meliodas. And of course with Hawk and Elizabeth by his side as always. And this is a really cool wraparound art that you get when you get the manga box set. And inside you do get 7 volumes collected in one box. So let's go ahead and try to take out one of these, and they're kind of tricky to take out sometimes, but if I can get this, there we go. All right, let's go ahead and look at the individual covers for each of the manga that comes in the box set. We have volume 1 here with Meliodas, Elizabeth, Hawks. Very traditional cover. We love this one. This does retail for about $11 basically US for each individual volume. And I actually just started getting into Seven Deadly Sins myself, which is why I'm kind of doing this video, to kind of show everybody what is out there, what you can get, and what might be the best options for you when it comes to collecting the Seven Deadly Sins, especially if you haven't collected it yet and you're thinking about getting into the series, because I think the series has already been completed and they do have a sequel series now. And I forget the name of that. I think it was like the Four Nights of the Apocalypse, something like that. And so when I heard about this series finally ending, and then I was like, okay, now is a really good time to probably get into the series. And of course, now that it's over, they start releasing these manga box sets. You got these omnibus editions. So this is a really good time to get into the Seven Deadly Sins if you haven't already. I really like that cover too. This one, yeah, this one has Elizabeth and it has Meliodas. This is really awesome. I can't wait. I've only actually read the first 3 volumes, so I'm really excited to see where the rest of the series goes off, and I'm just really happy overall with being able to collect the manga and having all these different options. Now this box set does retail for let's see here, this is $76.90, so $77 US. So it's actually the same price of getting 7 individual volumes. There's really no cost savings. You do get this nice little collector's box, and you do have this little extra artwork here in the box. If I can just get it out here for you, it's kind of stuck. Let me pause this for a second and come back. All right, here we go. Just as we promised, we got these individual posters that come in the manga box set themselves. So I believe you can only get these when you purchase the manga box set. So you have the front poster with Meliodas, Elizabeth, Hawks. It's a really awesome pose they got going on here. And on the back side, it's actually a double-sided poster. You get the wanted poster for Meliodas, as you see in both the anime and the manga. And let's go ahead and take a look at the second fold-out poster. This one has pretty much the gang that you see early on in the story. And get this open. So you have this really cool, awesome spread with all the characters. And then on the back side, you actually get another character. So you got Ben and his wanted poster. So I can only assume that as more box sets come out and you get more of these box sets, there's going to be more posters, and eventually you'll get the wanted posters for all the characters, which is pretty awesome. Alright, so we saw the individual volumes, we saw the manga box set. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this omnibus edition. So here we can see the word omnibus. This is volume 1. We're going to take a look at the spine. This is volumes 1, 2, and 3, all in one book. And this omnibus is retailing for $20 US MSRP. And this is going to be much bigger than what you get with the individual volumes. So here we have volume 1. Just going to put it side by side here. Let me go ahead and straighten this out. And this, you can see that the omnibus is significantly taller and wider. And so you're going to get these oversized pages that you would normally not get with the individual volumes. And so it's basically the same stories, the same quality paper, the same everything. It's just that these pages are much bigger, and you're going to be seeing the quality kind of like almost enhanced a little bit, seeing everything in a much bigger picture than you would the individual volumes. And for those of you who might be concerned about the page quality for these omnibus editions, fear not, because these are nothing like those Viz 3-in-1s. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and compare this with the first 3 volumes of the Seven Deadly Sins. So we put it side by side. These are actually just about the same thickness as if you would get 3 individual volumes. Obviously, there's a little bit of thickness because of the individual cover cardboard pages here on the outer side. But if these were like those thin, cheap quality 3-in-1s, this book would be significantly thinner. So you do get the standard manga pages here, so you don't have to worry about having cheap quality newspaper-like pages. These are actually really nice, just standard manga pages that you would get here with the omnibus edition. Okay, so let's recap. The individual manga volumes themselves retail for about $11 US. Now, price for book, there's really no difference in price from buying the individual volumes versus buying the manga box set. Obviously, you get a little bit more incentives with getting that bonus content with the posters and also the nice cardboard box for the manga box set itself. Now, when it comes to the Omnibus Edition, you will be getting a much bigger savings. The Omnibus Edition itself only costs $20 MSRP versus the 3 volumes, if you were to get them individually, would be $33 MSRP. So you'd be saving $13 in total if you were to get the Omnibus Edition. And you will be getting that oversized format, so you get to enjoy the pages and the image quality at a much bigger scale. Now, when it comes to the Omnibus Edition itself, there's only 2 downsides that I can really think of when it comes to choosing this over the individual volumes. When you get the Omnibus, you only get the cover for that first volume. You don't get the cover in color for the volumes 2 and volumes 3, so you will be missing out on those. And so if you're someone who really likes enjoying each individual cover, you like seeing having individual volumes, and you like seeing the numbers on the spine for that, and then you will probably want the individual volumes themselves. The other reason would be that these omnibus editions are a little bit taller than your regular manga. So if you have a shelf that you specifically have sized up so that it fits the manga perfectly, you have to look into it to see if these omnibus editions might be too big for that shelf. That's really the only other reason that I can think of why you would not want to choose this omnibus edition. And there you have it, folks. There really is no right or wrong answer as to how to collect the Seven Deadly Sins manga. If you're someone who really likes the traditional way of just collecting manga, buying 1 volume at a time, you like to have the individual covers, then obviously you're going to want to go with volume 1 and keep on going with each individual volume, buying at your own pace. Now, if you're someone who has a much bigger budget and you want to maybe buy more volumes up front and get a little bit more extra bonus content, then these manga box sets are probably going to be your best bet to go with it. Now, if you're someone who likes the oversized format and you actually have maybe a smaller budget, but the budget really doesn't matter sometimes, but you will be saving a little bit more money by going with this, then you'll probably want to get the omnibus edition. That's going to wrap it up for today, folks. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you think and how you're going to be collecting the Seven Deadly Sins manga. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like and subscribe. We will be bringing more content like this in the near future. So with that being said, I will see you all next time. Bye, everyone.